Hello my fellow Ghoul Renegade, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we are back diving into the ink-infested world of Bendy and the Ink Machine. Now, a lot of you guys may know, about 3 weeks ago was the official 8th anniversary of the Bendy franchise itself, so I thought, why not play Bendy and the Ink Machine for the channel, and maybe next week we might dive into Bendy and the Dark Revival as well. I just thought this would be kind of something to play just for the 8th anniversary, and I don't really, play many games when their anniversaries come up, but I just thought this would be something different to play for the channel. I actually have played this on the channel before, but it was in a live stream like a long time ago. I streamed both games. I used to do live streams when I first started the channel, and I deleted a lot of those. And I did make a series. I think I did play this on mobile, but I never played it on console. So I think I deleted the mobile series so I could play all my games on console, because I think console has a better graphics resolution than the mobile version. So anyway, let's dive into Bendy and the Ink Machine. I'm going to start a brand new game, because I have played this before by myself. Okay. Dear Henry, it seems like a lifetime since we worked on cartoons together. 30 years really slips away, doesn't it? If you're back in town, come visit the old workshop. There's something I need to show you. Your best pal, Joey Drew. And, as of 2025, 2025 is supposed to be a big year for Bendy. We're getting we're getting Bendy 3, which is in production. We're getting the remake of Boris and the Dark Survival, which is now called Lone Wolf. We're getting a more horror-centered game called The Cage. So yeah, it's going to be really cool. Chapter 1, Moving Pictures.
Alright, Joey. I'm here. Let's see if we can find what you wanted me to see.
Okay. So we're back with our character Henry Stein. We know what Henry looks like because of Dark Revival. Got a little projector here. Alright. So this is the studio. Joey Drew Studios, okay. Got these little posters over here on the wall. Bendy and Sheep Song, presented in Silly Vision, with Boris the Wolf. Bendy and the Dancing Demon, by Bonds, presented in Silly Vision. Bendy and Little Devil Darlin. And then the same posters on the other side. The buy bonds thing is interesting, because back in the 1930s, the reason why they would tell you to buy bonds is because currently, at that point in time in the 1930s, we were in war, so a little fun fact about that. Here's Henry's desk.
Hey, here's my old desk. I wasted so much time in this chair.
I believe you did. I like how this is like a scrap design version of Bendy, where it just says, no. Bendy's not meant to be. Meant to be cute and smiling like that. He's meant to be like this, how we all know him. Alright.
Looks like they knocked out a wall or two after I left. Guess it took a few people to replace me.
Yeah. This desk is really cool. I have always liked this desk because when you turn away from it, Bendy actually moves, which kind of signifies how the ink itself is alive and all that. So he's sitting down, looking really chill. We're going to turn around and wait about, I don't know, maybe a couple seconds. Okay, turn around. And see, look, Bendy has changed position. Very interesting, very cool little Easter egg by the creators. We have a boarded up toilet over here. I guess if you have to go to the bathroom, I guess it's a no-go. Now, the world that we're actually currently in, this is something that's not heavily explained in the first game, as this was the first game, but is explained in the secondary game, Dark Revival. But the world that Henry finds himself in is known as the Cycle. So this is not actually the real Joey Drew Studios. This is actually just the Cycle version of what the studio looks like, and that's why exactly it's all the colors that it is. For people who have not played the game, I'd like to do these little game explanations. Got some music in here, and ironically enough, there's actually some music in here by a lot of different YouTubers, so we're going to be checking out those as well. I think since this is the first level, I think my buddy Kyle Allen, his music is in here somewhere.
This lift could use a few dry cells.
You guys are probably thinking, I'm very platonic with the word like buddy and friend. Like, okay, I should say Kyle Allen's an acquaintance, not. I can't necessarily call him a friend.
Down there, old friend.
We have talked a couple of times, you know, but we're not on friend status. We're more like just YouTube acquaintances. So. Okay, let's raise up the ink machine. There it is, the glorious machine. Okay, so now we gotta go power up the ink machine, which is our next objective. So that has opened, and we have actually a little area down here. There's like a little break room. You got a little dart room over here. Bacon soups. I'm not going to be super, like, you know, keen on collecting all of the bacon soups, because I've actually done that in my private playthroughs, where I've collected everything, so... And this is one other thing that's never explained. There's, like, this hatch down here. And it is never explained what is in that hatch. You know, it's kind of theorized in the community that maybe that's where Bendy, the ink demon version of Bendy, was placed by Joey Drew, because it's mentioned in the books that after his creation, and also in this game, that he hid Bendy away in some remote spot. Ooh, okay, creepy. Oh, there's Boris. Let's go check out Boris, my buddy Boris.
Oh my god. Joey, what were you doing?
Oh, poor Boris. And there's a bone left for him. And Boris is hands down one of my favorite characters. He's always been my favorite character since the game.
How do I get this to work?
How do I get this to work? Okay. As I was saying, Boris was always my favorite character ever since the game came out. Oh, hey.
Who put this here?
Yeah, he wasn't here before. See you, Bendy. Alright, so we're going to go over to the, oh, now since we've entered that room, we can collect the items necessary. So we're going to get the wrench. And then we're going to go all the way down this corridor over here. And we're going to go get the Bendy plush. Just get that out of the way. And then we can collect the rest of the items and power up the ink machine. We're going to listen to this tape real quick. I like to listen to all the tapes.
At this point, I don't get what Joey's plan is for this company. The animations sure aren't being finished on time anymore, and I simply don't see why we need this machine. It's noisy, it's messy, and who needs that much ink anyway? Also, get this. Joey had each one of us donate something from our workstation. We put them on these little pedestals in the break room to help appease the gods, Joey says. Keep things going. I think he's lost his mind, but hey, he writes the checks. But I tell you what, if one more of these pipes burst, I'm out of here.
Okay, so that was a voice log from the character of Wally Franks. Wally Franks is one of the janitors here at Joey Drew Studios, and he's worked here obviously for a very, very long time. Not much is known of him, but he's pretty much known by his signature catchphrase, which is "I'm out of here," of course. And we got the little Bendy plush. I think the plushes look a lot cooler in real life than they do in the game. I actually own a Bendy plush in real life. I have the U2's Bendy plush from Dark Revival, because I just really liked the design. I liked how it looked. Alright, so now we're going to go get the other items. I unfortunately could not get that last bacon soup, but it's okay. I'm not going to focus too much on it. So we're going to go back to the ink machine room. We're going to get the gear. Ironically enough, one thing that is interesting from this game to Dark Revival is that in Dark Revival, the ink machine is actually, in the real world, the ink machine is actually really, really small. But in the world of the cycle, the ink machine is huge. Okay, ink output schedule. My goodness, 423 gallons in total. And for those who may know, a lot of people assumed in the early days of the game that Joey Drew and his animation company was the one who created the ink machine. In actuality, in Dark Revival, we actually find out that there is a corporation, and in this game, we find out that there is a corporation known as the Gent Company that actually was the one who created the ink machine and gave Joey the funding to pretty much use it. Okay, so here's the record. Got some more bacon soup. And our Boris poster. Boris. And here's one of the music boxes, and this has one of the songs from Kyle Allen. I can't remember the name of it. This might be his Bendy and the Ink Machine song, the first one he made. Yep, okay. I was right. It is his Bendy and the Ink Machine song. It's his song just called Bendy and the Ink Machine, ironically enough. Alright, so now we need to go over here, and we need to get the inkwell. Trying to move this kind of like not super quick, but trying to be a little fast.
Okay, that's all of them.
Alright, so now we gotta go back to the break room and put these on the necessary pedestals, and then we need to turn on the ink flow, and then we can turn on the machine. Now, one thing that I can say is that whilst I do like the I really love the art style of the second game. I like how it's improved on the first one. But you know, this art style is just so classic, you know. You can't help but love it. But the second one's really good.
Now I just need to get the ink flowing somehow. Should be a switch around here somewhere. Then I can start up the main power.
Okay. So now we gotta go back to the projector room. That's all the way over here where we got the Bendy plush, and we have to turn on the ink flow. Oh, hello, Bendy. Just hanging around, are you? Ooh. Okay. Can I get this soup now? Yes, I can. Haha. Ooh. Uh-oh, the pipe burst. Oh, the room's filling up. Oh, get out of here. Okay. Oh, you can hear the... Oh. I've never noticed that before. Huh. I've played this game numerous times, and I've never noticed that. But if you actually go up to the pipes, you can actually hear the ink flowing through it. Okay, the machine's still here. Alright, so now let's go back and turn on the ink machine. And then we shall have our first encounter with the ink demon. Now, this is one thing that's somewhat explained, or, well, it was explained in the first one, kinda, but the ink demon, ironically enough, is actually a prototype. The reason why he looks so weird is because he's actually a prototype version of Bendy. He was meant to look cute, but unfortunately he came out looking very otherworldly in nature. And there's the footsteps leading away from the machine, and this is never explained either, like where these footsteps go. You can see the ink machine running. Ooh, there he is. There's our boy. Okay, run. We gotta get out of here. Ooh. Ink's filling up. The floor is filling up. Ink's getting higher. Ooh. Whoa. Alright, we gotta go. Ooh. And Henry promptly falls through the floor. We're gonna drain the ink. And we have our audio log here. We'll listen to that real quick.
It's dark and it's cold, and it's stuck in the light every single hallway. In some places, I swear this conversing ink is clear to my knees. Whoever thought that these crummy pipes could hold up under this kind of strain? And I know something about pressure I don't, or he's some kind of idiot. But the real worst part of it all is the noises the system makes, like a dying dog in its last legs. Make no mistake, this place, this machine, this whole darn thing, it just isn't natural. You can bet I won't be doing any more repair jobs for Mr. Joey Drew.
Okay. So that was a voice log from a character known as Thomas Connor. Thomas Connor is actually one of the technicians sent by the Gent Corporation, but working for Joey Drew to ensure the, ensure the machine's working and just kind of do general basic repairs for the building itself. A lot of Thomas Connor's stories, it's explained very loosely in this game, but it's expounded upon more in Dark Revival. Thomas Connor also is widely assumed to be the character of Tom, who we see at the end of the game in Chapter 5. Okay,
this will definitely come in handy.
Nothing in there. The creator lied to us. Are you sure about that? I don't know. Maybe it necessarily wasn't a lie. Maybe it was more certain the omitting of certain truths. Alright, let's get through here real quick. Now, you don't have to chop every board to get through here. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that was quick. Got a little ritual going on here. Oh, and if any of you are trying to collect all the bacon soup cans, there's actually one right here, which you just kind of hug the wall and just grab it. So, good hint. Ooh. And we get this weird little flashing sequence that happens before our eyes, which, those little flashes, they're never really explained. But guys, unfortunately, that is all the time that I have today for this video, so please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications for when I upload new videos, and make sure to follow my social media links down in the description below to join the Ghoul Renegade, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!